Okay, welcome ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us on this evening's phenomenal presentation. A couple of Zoom etiquettes before we get started. Number one is pay attention. Give this everything you've got. Really, just like switch off all other distractions, noises, sounds, and anything that's got your attention right now. See if you can let that go and give yourself 100% here. It's only 30 minutes, but it's the most amazing 30 minutes if you see what we're going to share with you. Secondly, all questions are addressed during the presentation. Anything that's left over, we do catch up about all of that at the end. And the third request is that you listen with intention. What do I mean? Well, have a look at this and listen to this from a place of how can what I'm sharing with you benefit you? What's in it for you? Like, what do you need in your life, or what would you want in your life to shift? What would you love to become easier or to improve, to take to the next level? Everyone's in a different part of their journey, right? So I'll give you some examples. Whoever invited you here today, the friend that invited you here today, has done so because they've seen something phenomenal for themselves, all right? And that might be that, you know what, God, I've been looking for an opportunity that will help me to make an extra few $100s a month so I can breathe in between that gap when the money runs out and the month continues. Some people are that, right? An extra $300, $400, $500 a month can completely take care of things and just make life easier. It allows you to breathe again. For some people, it's that, right? Other people might be like, do you know what? I'm okay with the cash flow, but I've got myself in a bit of debt over the years, and I'd love to clear up some of that. I'd love to get rid of some of those credit cards. I'd love to clear up some of those bank loans, overdrafts, or money you might have borrowed from people, or whatever it might be. I want to tie up the loose ends, right? Other people might be like, do you know what? I want to get rid of my mortgage. Like, I want to own my property and not have to pay something for it every month. And now we're stepping up a little bit. Like, what would that be like if you could live like without having to pay for the roof over your head for the rest of your life? Would that buy you some breathing room? All right. So that's another level of wow, freedom. Right? The most expensive thing that most human beings will have in their life is the roof over their head. And if you can get that paid off once and for all, bang, what would that be like? Just dream about that for a second. And I encourage dreaming because most people don't. And when you stop dreaming, you stop doing anything about anything, really. Dreams is what gets us to go forward. It gets us to reach for more, to step up, to pull forward, right? And so whatever it might be, but work it out for you. What would you love to happen next for the next chapter of your life? So income disclaimer, like any decent company will tell you, all opportunities do involve risk. Our job as intelligent human beings is to measure that risk, all right? So it's really, really simple. It's not rocket science. Measure the risk and, evaluate, look at the information, look at the facts and make a decision as to, how sustainable is this? Who are the people behind it? What is their track record? What is their ability to deliver? All of these kind of questions that oftentimes people miss asking because of the excitement, all right? So HYPERTECH Group is the company we want to talk about. It's the strongest blockchain alliance in the world, and they've got offices globally. Here's a little bit about their history. They've got 4 pillars that hold the group together. The first company is Digital X. It's been around for 6 years. It's the first ever publicly listed company in the blockchain space. Now, if you've never heard of blockchain, then if you're new to it, don't worry. Just understand this. Blockchain is a technology that in the last 11 years has just been growing, and in the last 2 years has gone into the next level of growth. The inflection curve has kicked in. The trend has definitely moved up a few notches because governments and the big financial institutions are finally acknowledging it and recognizing it as the future. So it's now being termed as the trend of the decade, all right? And so our owner is the first person in the world to get a blockchain company listed on the stock exchange. How about that? He had to fight 2 years, regulators and governments, to get that done, but it's done. After that, he's listed many companies, including Blockchain Global. 6 years in the world. Ryan is invested $300 million plus of his own money into 80 successful blockchain projects, including NEM and Tron. Now, again, if you're familiar with the space, you've heard of NEM. It's $1 billion company, and Tron is a $2 billion company. And the technology that Tron owns, who knows what that's worth, right? It's like gazillions. And so massive success in a short space of time is the point I'm making here. And again, it's publicly listed on the Australian Stock Exchange. They now advise Fortune 500 companies and governments, a multi-billion-dollar company in itself. The third company that is in the HYPERTECH Group, again, the similar story. Ryan has invested over $400 million in other people's projects, right? So $300 million in his own projects, $400 million in other people's projects as a VC, as an angel investor. And so he's funded over 300 companies in the last 5 years. And in that, over 40 successful cryptocurrencies sit on his books. And 12 of the top 20 cryptocurrencies sit on his books of assets. So if you think about it, Ryan is like the Warren Buffett of the 2020 era. He's come in with a bang real fast. So, when I look at Warren Buffett's story, genius, he took a lifetime to create what he's created. In his first 6 years, he did nothing. Like, started with 500, I think, who knows what it's worth, but not much, right? Here, in 6 years, multi-billion-dollar companies under their belt. Insane. So another multi-billion-dollar group. The fourth company that Ryan has parked into HYPERTECH Group is HyperCash, a cryptocurrency just like Bitcoin. But imagine that this cryptocurrency is different in that it's asset-backed. It's a tokenized currency that works with IBM on the most advanced project in the world when it comes to technology. They're working on quantum resistant security. Most people don't even know what quantum computers are. And these guys are already solving the problem that quantum computers. And so what we've got here is a group of companies publicly listed. All you want to know about these companies, you can study and find out about. We've got whole due diligence documentation for you, offering us an opportunity, offering you an opportunity to partner with them and win. So again, talking of partnerships, they've got partnerships with governments around the world. Australian Trade and Investment Commission, Russian government-owned bank, Ambassador of Indonesia, the chairman of the SEC in Montenegro, Geneva delegation, fintech authorities of Thailand, Danish government, and the list goes on and on and on, right? So these guys are working with governments to implement blockchain technology into their worlds, to educate their public. They're doing everything they can to help mass adoption. So here's the thing. If they are good enough for governments around the world, if they are good enough for Fortune 500 companies, if they are good enough for large institutions, and they've produced more wealth than anyone else I know in the last 6 years, from a standing start to where they are today, if that company offered you a partnership, what would you say? If the company that funded projects like Binance and OKX offered you a partnership, what would you say? The company that owns NEM and Tron and Qtum and Omisco and Eternity, what would you say? The company that is behind some of the biggest brands and success stories in the blockchain space is saying, listen, what we've done is nothing compared to what we're going to do in the next 6 years. And what we're going to do in the next 6 years, we want to include you. We want to include the public. So with that said, if you could be a part of such a huge vision, what would you say? See, this group's already got its own blockchain bank. And our wallet, like i.e. when you move cryptocurrency into our wallet, you earn interest. How unusual is that? A wallet that pays you interest, bank-grade security. You earn 10% a year on your Bitcoin balance. You earn almost 6% a year on your USDT balance, which is a stable coin. So it caters for everybody. Your safe people that want to keep it in a stable currency, your people that are speculative that want to keep it in a volatile currency. But you still earn interest. It gives you an extra percentage of buffer each year. Then we've got our own card, a debit card. You can spend your cryptocurrency all over the world in any shop that accepts cards as if it was cash. You spend crypto, they get cash. What makes this card unique is that we have a $50,000 a day spending limit. In fact, we had a friend from South Africa sharing a couple of days ago how he withdrew 100,000 rands from his card, from a cash machine, from an ATM machine. 100,000 rands. That's like thousands of pounds. I can't even imagine that on a blockchain card. That's like 6,000 to 7,000 pounds cash from a machine, from an ATM. Hello? That's just insane, right? So this is our founder, Ryan Zhu. He's a self-made multi-billionaire and one of the world's first cryptocurrency miners. He's the first person to set up large-scale mining. And when he did that in 2014, 2015, in that year alone, he picked up 10,000 Bitcoin. in his first year of large-scale mining. 10,000 Bitcoin, done. Now, if you know what Bitcoin's worth, that $10,000 each, then, you know, get your calculator, and your calculator can't even work that out, all right? So, you know, he's just a mega wealthy individual that has just been in the right place at the right time and managed to make the right decision over and over and over again. He funded many platforms such as Binance exchanges. He owns ZB.com. He funded Ripple. You might have heard of that. Monero, Tether, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum. These are some of the most well-known cryptocurrencies in the world, and Ryan funded them. He's a shareholder in all of those companies, and he owns the currency as well by mining it all. So their next goal is to build the world's biggest blockchain community, a $300 billion IPO, and they want to do that on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, and they're going to do that with us. So as they start building the community around the world, they're going to reward all of the community on the journey of building this incredible platform together. And at the end of that journey, this is part one of the journey, if you like. They're planning an IPO on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange where all of us are going to benefit from that IPO. And to do that, they've created a company that will drive this community building project forward. And that company is called Hyperfund Global. This is the fifth pillar of HYPERTECH Group, and it allows all of us to profit from this incredible industry. So you can become a member here immediately today. It's that simple. It takes all of 5 minutes to sign up. This is a really incredible, genuine profit share opportunity where we're taking advantage of a move. The biggest wealth transfer of our lifetime is taking place as we speak. And that is old money is coming into new money. Old money is coming into the digital economy. And so it's all called DeFi. You're going to hear that term a lot in the coming years, decentralized finance. And whenever an industry is decentralized, fortunes are made. And when finance, if you can imagine, financial industry is being decentralized, the opportunity to make your fortune is beyond anything that's happened in our lifetime. So as an entrepreneur, you know, we spot these opportunities early, we make our move, and, you know, literally you can make in 2 to 3 years what most people in a job will make in 20 to 30 years. That's the kind of leverage you create when you act at the right time in the right place. So let me just share quickly how the company makes money. First of all, they are one of the biggest cryptocurrency mining farmers on planet Earth. Secondly, they're known as crypto whales. When they buy or sell Bitcoin, they move the price. They don't chase the market, they make the market. They are angel investors. So they fund some of the best and most successful blockchain projects in the world. They've been doing this for 6 years straight. You've seen their resume already. They are the biggest VC company on the planet when it comes to blockchain investments. And they've got a really keen eye for backing the right horses, right? Not one unicorn, not two unicorns. These guys have got a farm of unicorns, right? So that's what they do. They launch innovative projects. They stake projects. They list other people's companies on big exchanges. They own crypto exchanges. They fund crypto exchanges, which means every time anyone buys or sells cryptocurrency anywhere in the world, they earn a fee. And they're saying, hey, we're totally vertically integrated into this industry. We understand it so that you don't have to. We are the experts, so you don't have to be. We know how to make money from this industry because that's all we've been doing every single year, consistently, at a rate that nobody else has in the world. So that's who they are. And they're saying, if you want to partner with us, then now is your time. We're building a community. Tap into the most passive income program, the most credible passive income program available in the world today. So when you join this community, your friend will send you a link. You click on the link and you sign up. That's it. Simple as that. You fund your account, and here's what happens. You start to learn all about this industry through Mars Academy. You start to earn because the company will take your membership fee and turn that into profits for you every day. You get paid a profit share every single day. And the third benefit is when they launch new projects, we get an in. We get heads up before the public, before the masses. So they've listed 5 different opportunities over the last 9 months since I've been in. And all 5 of them have given a healthy profit. Some of them doubled, some of them tripled in value within weeks. So if you've ever wanted to double and triple your money in weeks, then keep an eye out for those opportunities. And guess what? I'm not saying it happens every time, but I'm saying that, you know, if it happens once or twice in a year, then that's going to be a nice additional bonus in your pocket, isn't it? All right. So, big question. What does it cost to get started? $300. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. $300 gets you in. That is not the maximum, that is the minimum. All right, so start with 300, but if you're in a position, then go more. Why not? Because the company is going to double your money. How about that? So this is an incredible proposition, because I want you to think, when is the last time you doubled your money? Now you might ask, that depends on how long, Kalpesh? A year, give or take. When's the last time you doubled your money in a year? All right. In fact, I'm going to show you how you can double it in 4 months in a short while, but let's just go with this. This company pays you 0.5% a day, every day. So in a year, that's 180%, just over. So in about 13 months, you've doubled your money. How about that? If that appeals, if you'd like to double the amount of money that you know, whatever amount of money you choose, you buy your membership, bang, it's done. We've got a promotion on right now. Any packages you buy today, they triple your money. Think about this. When is the last time you tripled your money in 20 months? That's the deal right here today. Passive income. You buy your membership. For example, if you bought a $10,000 membership, that's an extra $20,000 of profit in 20 months. It's an extra $1,000 a month. Passive, residual, daily income. Don't you just love it? This is life-changing. If you had $20,000, that's $2,000 a month. Most people go to work for that kind of money. Can you see what I'm saying? There are people that are coming into this company and using it immediately, just the passive side, immediately to set themselves up to become financially free immediately, to become financially independent immediately. And that's the beauty of our passive income program. Now, I did say I was going to show you how you can speed up the doubling process, right? There's a concept called compounding. Einstein said it's the 8th wonder of the world. Why did he say that? Let's have a look. Imagine you're making $2,000 a month profit on a $10,000 membership. All right, that assumes an average of 20% a month. Given the minimum is 0.5% a day and maximum is 1% a day, that's 15 to 30% a month potential. I'm going with the lower side of 20% a month as an average over a year. Okay. Well, if you're making a couple of thousand a month, but you use the compound strategy, what that means is that you rebuy. So you've got $2,000 profit this month, you rebuy. Your next month, you've got 12,000, then 14, then 17. And the amount you're making each month increases. So in 4 months, if you add that up, you've got 17,000 at the beginning, plus another 3.5, you've got $21,000 in 4 months from 20. That's the power of compounding. You do it for a year, it's $100,000. No wonder Einstein said it's the 8th wonder of the world, and those that understand it earn it, those that don't, they pay it for the rest of their lives. Once you understand the power of percentages and how they work for and against people in the world, anyone that's got debt knows how horrific percentages can be when they're working against you. You know, you end up in a quicksand pit and never getting out of those debts, credit cards, loans, whatever, overdrafts, all that kind of stuff that exists in the world, right? So listen, that's the end of part 1 of our presentation. Once you've become a member of the community, you're in, all right? You've bought your package, you're making passive income every day. Beautiful. 0.5% a day, 15% a month, every single month. My question is, do you know other people that would love to benefit like that? Of the 8 billion people on the planet, do you think you know maybe a few, just a few, a handful that would love to make more money? And if you do, you can actually help us grow our community. This company wants to grow their community, all right? They're very clear about that. They want to grow a community of 30 million members worldwide. So if you help them to grow that community, they will literally give you a really, really awesome opportunity to build their brands. And that works through our most profitable and sustainable referral program, all right? So there's 3 incomes you can earn when you become a promoter or a community builder, if you like. The first income is what we call our unilevel reward. So every time you refer somebody directly on your front line, your direct referrals, think of it like an affiliate program. Everyone you refer directly, when they make money, so do you. You make a 20% match. So if you invite John, and John buys a $10,000 membership, John is going to earn $50 a day, $1,500 a month in passive income. You will earn 20% match. So that's $300 a month, $10 a day, every day. Before you even wake up in the morning, that money's in the bank, done. $10 a day, passive income because you made one referral. Now, if John refers Mary, what I mean by refers, John invites Mary to the Zoom. Mary loves it. And Mary signs up. You will make 15% of everyone on your second level. 15% of whatever they make. So if Mary makes $100 a day, you make $15 a day. If Mary makes $1,000 a day, you make $150 a day. You don't even know Mary. It's John's friend, but you're getting paid. Now, to qualify for the second level, you've got to refer at least 2 people. And in fact, as it says here, unlock each level with direct referrals. The more people you refer on level 1, the more levels of commission you earn. Done. That's our pay plan. Let me show you what I mean. This is you. You invited John. He bought a $1,000 membership, let's say. We know John is going to earn $3,000 over the next 20 months. You're going to earn 20% of that $3,000, which is $600. That's right. John buys a $1,000 membership, makes $5 a day profit. You earn $1 a day, 20% match, every day for 600 days. And anytime you refer anyone on your front line, whatever package they buy, you will get a match daily of their income. Now, amongst these passive earners, there might be some active income earners, people that are helping to build the community, right? Anytime any of these people invite anyone, they land on your level 2. And we already know you make 15% of every single package that earns a commission every day on level 2. So John invited Mary. Mary bought a $1,000 package. Mary is going to earn $3,000 in the next 20 months. You will earn $450, 15%. How about that? That's 75 cents a day, every day for 20 months. And that is true of every membership that's referred on your second level, that you make 15% of whatever they make every day. And this goes on for 20 levels. You told John, John told Mary, Mary told Anne, Anne told Jane. And so it goes on and on and on. And 20 levels of referral commission comes back to you. Now, if you want to earn beyond 20 levels, you can. We've got a second income, completely optional again. But here, you can climb the ranks. You heard Steve sharing at the beginning that he's halfway to 1 star. So he's working. He's working. He's traveling the world, enjoying his life. He just spent the last few weeks in Spain with his mum and dad. He's originally from here in the UK. He joined. He started he'll tell his story later, but Steve's like now, he's enjoying Ibiza. He's hanging out with some friends there, and he's on his way to his next rank, which is 1 star. That simply means that he's got a team, and he's working with his team and supporting his team and building sales within the organization, referring more people. And the more people that refer more people, the more volume you do. So to get to 1 star, you've got to do $250,000 worth of volume outside of your biggest leg. You don't count your biggest volume leg. Everything outside of that moves you to the ranks, all right? And here you make 3% on every referral to infinity, a 3% match. That doubles again to 6 when you get to 2 star. And then it's 9 as 3 star, and 12 as 4 star, and 15 as a 5 star. So this is like really life-changing. The further up the VIP scale you go, it's transformational income. So I want to recognize all of the people that have achieved ranks in the last week or so. So congratulations, Sarah, Angela, Paolo, Mama Action, Kufre James, Manny, Graham, myself, of course, and Rodney in the USA. And, people are popping ranks all the time. These are just in the last 10 days or so. I pulled them out of the group and put the pictures up just to celebrate. So this is the world's biggest blockchain community, offering you an opportunity to partner with them. Look at this, some newspaper clippings. Collinstar Capital establishes a $300 million blockchain fund. Done. Collinstar Holdings acquires BO Wang Group for $100 million. Done. This was a cash purchase. How many owners of companies do you know that launch a company in 2015, for example, Collinstar Capital, and in 2017, 2 years later, buy a company for $100 million? That's who these people are. That's the level of decisions they make, the kind of wealth they have, the way that they roll. Here you can see Sam Lee is pictured just talking about, that was actually on a video where he's talking about partnership on the Ogilvy project. This is a partnership with big finance, big banking. We're talking about old money funds, big banking funds. And these guys are assisting them to transition from old money into this new digital economy. So they're working at the forefront, at the very top edge with the who's who of anything to do with anything in the world to bring this blockchain world about, all right? So again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Ryan is a genius at being in the right place at the right time, taking the right action. Look at what he's done. So now do you want to partner with this genius? In order to partner with him, you've got to be able to make the right decision. You're certainly in the right place at the right time. Now it's time for you to make that decision, right? So are you ready for your next level of success? And there's a very simple measure to work that out. If a friend offers you a world-class opportunity, what do you say? Totally transparent, all due diligence there. Everything they've said is backed up with documentation. What do you say? All questions answered. Do you say, wow, this is awesome, thank you, I'm in, let's do this? Or does your brain take you in another journey? And what's interesting is this does happen. See, the obvious answer is, thank you, let's do this. And then the brain kicks in, the mind kicks in, and it does something else. See, I've never met a human being that doesn't want to improve the quality of their life. Never. The design of human being, by our nature, we want to improve the quality of our life if we know how, if it's available, if somebody offers it to us. Most aren't proactive, some are. It's usually the proactive ones that get there. But everyone wants a better life. Most people struggle to create it. Why? Mindset. Your mind will talk you out of everything great. And the same mind will often talk you into things that don't work. Again, I don't want to sound too harsh, but for example, if you're in a job that started on a low pay scale and you've been in that job for more than 24 months and you're still on the low pay scale, question why. Because if you don't question it, 2 years becomes 5 and 5 becomes 10. And when you waste a decade of your human potential on a low pay scale, then that's a decade you can never buy back. It's gone, finished. What breaks my heart the most is when people waste 40, 50 years before they ask the questions. They get to retirement and go, is this it? Like, was that it? How comes I have to live on less money now than I spent my whole life working for? That's the world we live in. So unless you start asking questions, getting answered, studying stuff, you'll get caught in a mind trap. So be mindful. So great decisions lead to great destinations. And here is a very simple setup process. If you love what you've seen, get the sign up link from your friend. They'll give you a unique URL, plug that in and open your account. It takes 3 minutes. Then fund your account. That's step 2. They'll show you how to do that with Tether. Step 3, learn to use your app. And step 4, learn how to withdraw your profits. All right. Open up your bank account, get the wallets. If you want a card, get a card. Your friend will show you how to do all of that.